Otis, how's practice been this week getting ready for Houston?
It's been great, especially since it's been hot. So that's something that we can get used to. We haven't played at 12 o'clock this season, especially in the bounce house. It gets pretty hot in there, so today, just the heat helped us get used to it.
So how do players feel about noon games? I mean, you have to play when you're set to play, but do you like them? Do you think that's an advantage at times, or would you rather play at night if you could?
I'm pretty sure players rather play at night, but noon games to kind of get it out the way. You get up early, pretty early, so that's probably going to be the hardest thing for us. But once we're up and we're moving around, we should be fine.
Or just talk about kind of responding from that big week, but also knowing that you still have to move forward and sort of in a way kind of move past it.
Yeah, last week is last week, so we kind of try to leave that in the past. Just like when we lost, we try to look forward to the next week, work harder for a bigger game. That's just something that I kind of got motivated into myself. Players, Gabe, DJ, Dylan, players like that. We just try to make sure that we look forward.
Did it irk you at all that you didn't receive any AAC accolades on Monday?
Nah, I think Night Nation handled it for me.
Otis mentioned something after the game on talking about punt return. Are footballs different by manufacturer? Obviously, you have Nike balls, right? And I don't know what kind of manufacturer they have. Is it different just in the way it feels and handles? Are there differences between footballs?
Yeah, I think the biggest difference is between Nike and Under Armour. Under Armour balls tend to be a little wider, a little more round than usual. Nike balls, especially the ones that we have, the newer ones, they're kind of slim. So it's just, you got to get a feel for it. That's not an excuse, but it's just a feel thing you got to get used to.
Otis, what was your takeaway from the NCAA's announcement yesterday?
What announcement?
The announcement that college athletes will soon be allowed to cash in on their name, likeness, and image.
I think that's pretty good. I'm not even sure if I'll be in college for that. I don't know when it's supposed to take place, but I mean, it's always better for a college student to be able to get a little bit more money than what we have. I think that's just something that people overlook. It's kind of hard in college.
But you said after the game on Saturday, people have been sleeping on Bentavious. Where maybe have you just seen him maybe just improve most this year?
I just think that he didn't really have to improve because he's always been that type of player. I think he just had to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's the biggest adjustment that he made, just being able to go out no matter the circumstance, no matter how other players are playing, no matter what's the score, he just goes out and play. We kind of saw that against FAU, and now it's starting to show a lot.
What do you think about the space uniforms on Saturday that you're going to wear?
I only got to see them once, but they look pretty cool. I see that we have real painted helmets this year from the company, and I saw a model of it. It looks pretty nice. I don't know if it's supposed to reflect or that's why we're playing at noon or anything, but I think it'll be pretty cool.
What's been your favorite uniform combination? Do you have a favorite that you've worn in the past? Or?
It's hard to top the space from last year. I think this year might top it, but last year, I don't know. I just like all black, and just the fact that it had baby blue in it made it a lot better. That's my favorite color.
Is there something about looking good and playing good that goes into the mentality of the game?
Mm-hmm. To a certain extent. You don't try to think about it too much. That's just something that, when you get dressed, you kind of look at yourself in the mirror and say yeah, I look good. But once you're on the field, you kind of forget. Sometimes I try to have my socks at a certain height, and I look at pictures and my socks are scrunched down, and I can see the tape. So you don't really pay attention to it too much.
Week 9, you got some nicks. McCray's been hurt. Gillen's got nicked up the last couple of games. Talk about the depth and how important it is this time of year going into the final half of the season.
I think that's why you try to have depth just for freak accidents like that. AK is fine. AK will be back. Gray is making his way back. So just the fact that we have depth, that I'll be able to not just step up, but to be able to replace with the same amount of talent. That's just something that we're big on. That's why the running back room is so close, because we all know what we can do. So any injury in the running back room anywhere else on the team, we should be able to replace it and be just as good.
Is anybody wearing a Halloween costume to meetings tomorrow? Or?
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure the O-line would. The O-line they'll probably pull something out. Jake Brown, Cole. I'm not sure if JJ would do it. JJ would probably do something small, not too big.
What was your favorite Halloween costume?
My favorite one? I don't know. I think Spider-Man. He kind of remind me of Spider-Man. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
That's great.
Thanks, Otis.
Thanks, Otis. Good
Appreciate
luck.
it, babe.